Shoppers and business owners are hopeful tonight about new ownership and a potential redevelopment of the shops at the shops at Palm Desert. That's the city's large indoor mall. I misspoke there. We have team coverage. We'll be hearing from a city official coming up, and we start with News Channel 3's Miyoshi Price live at the mall with reaction to the ownership change and plans for the future. Miyoshi.
Hi, John. I've been at the shops at Palm Desert all day, and I spoke to business owners and shoppers who tell me it's an exciting time for the city of Palm Desert. Even though we haven't received design plans just yet from the new owners, the details that have been shared imagine green spaces, housing, and more right at this mall.
Sometimes you got to take out the old and bring in the new. I think it's a good, healthy balance of old and new.
Jody Hussey and Maurice D. Virgilia have run their cosmetology school in the shops at Palm Desert for 3 years. The new owners of the shops are Pacific Retail Capital Partners. They mentioned in a news release that they plan to add more retail stores, green spaces, entertainment, and even multi-family housing.
We want to see how it's going to develop over here. This mall has got such great potential, and now that people are going to come in and bring it to a whole different light, we know that it's going to be a tremendous success.
I love incorporating a lot of entertainment factors into it, as well as housing. It'd be really good just to bring everything more condensed and closer together. You'd get more foot traffic.
Frequent shoppers like Jolene Mao says yes to renovations, but some of the features she can do without.
Go to the mall to enjoy green space. I sit on my patio to look at that. Hotels, I know where to go if I want a hotel. You know, so I guess I wouldn't turn this into that kind of a commercial thing, hotel situation. But if it's needed, I mean, I know this is an area with many, many tourists.
Donat is a frequent shopper who says he loves the mall as is, but
based on what's going on with malls across the country, it seems that using them for other purposes because of the vacancies makes sense.
And you can bring in a fresh perspective. It's, like Mo said, a win-win situation.
now speaking to those business owners, and they tell me the last time this mall was renovated was back in 2013. So they are ready to be a part of that conversation of development, and they're looking forward to all the new opportunities in this area. We are tracking the development plans on air and online. I'm live in Palm Desert. Miyoshi Price, News Channel 3.
Thanks, Miyoshi. And tonight, a more in-depth look at what some of the changes might look like as the new owners of the mall take over. They say there are plans, as Miyoshi said, to redevelop portions of the property with housing, green space, entertainment, and other mixed-use offerings. So far, there's no timeline for construction or information about how much of the existing mall would remain. The city of Palm Desert says the investment aligns with its long-term growth goals.
Any thoughts or hopes on what will happen?
Yeah, right now, there really isn't a redevelopment plan in place. What we have done is looked at kind of national models for how malls have redeveloped kind of over the past decade. That includes infilling a lot of the parking space with new uses, typically additional housing that would come into the site, maybe hospitality or hotel uses as well, and of course, some open space or programmable space that would keep people at the site itself.
The city will have to approve potential plans for new housing and construction, and we understand the public will have the chance to weigh in.